When you decide to use Excel 2010 to work on a workbook that was saved in the older Excel 97 to 2003 format, you're automatically thrown into compatibility mode. You can see that in the title bar here as we work with our expense budget. And compatibility mode is automatically going to restrict us to certain features and functionality that were available in Excel 97 through 2003. So if we decide to make a change to something in our spreadsheet that was not available in that previous format, we're going to see the compatibility checker. Let's test it out. We'll just click in cell B1 where we see expense budget and change the font color. Click the font color drop down here in the font group of the ribbon, and we'll just choose a shade of green. We'll go to a nice dark olive green here. Now we go to save that change by clicking the Save button. The compatibility checker opens up indicating that there will be, in this case, a minor loss of fidelity because of some of the styles or formatting that were not supported in the previous format, which is shown here as Excel 97 to 2003. What's really cool is if you want to keep this information in the workbook itself, you can copy it to a brand new sheet. Click the Copy to New Sheet button. You can see a new sheet is created called Compatibility Report, and all of that information is stored there, including the date and time that the compatibility checker was run. Let's go back to the Expense Budget tab now down below. So we've made that change and saved it. There are many other features and functionality to consider when working in compatibility mode. We're going to go to the Compatibility tab now down at the bottom to look at that sheet and just take a look at some of the comparisons. For example, the number of columns and rows from version 2003 to 2010 has increased significantly. So working in compatibility mode, you won't want to go past 256 columns or 65,536 rows, even though you have over 1 million rows and over 16,000 columns to work with in Excel 2010. If you're going to be creating functions, you're limited to 30 arguments if you want to keep it in the Excel 97 to 2003 format, as opposed to the 255 that are available to you here in Excel 2010. If you like to nest formulas within formulas, well, you are allowed to do that 7 times. You can go up to 64 here in Excel 2010, limited to 7 to stay compatible. Characters and formulas must also be restricted to 1024 as opposed to 8192. Check out the colors in a workbook. You're limited to 56 colors, the standard colors that are available to you in Excel 97 through 2003, not the 16 million colors available to you here in Excel 2010. And if you make a few mistakes here and there and you need to undo those steps, well, you had 16 of them back in Excel 97 to 2003. Here in Excel 2010, you have up to 100 undo levels. And that's okay. You can continue to use that functionality here, even though you're working on an older workbook. So there are many considerations when working in compatibility mode. If you need to stay compatible because you're sharing workbooks with others who are using older versions of Excel, you want to keep those guidelines in mind.